You are here to shine your light. And the divine wants you to shine your light, because when you shine your light, you're shining the light of the divine. You're shining light of God. Hey folks, it's Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway, historic downtown Paducah. Positive energy, it works. And it's time for your angel message this week. I'm going to pick 3 cards. So pick now. Do you need message number 1? Is message number 2 for you? Or is it message number 3? So let's find out. So these have already been shuffled and cleared. This is Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light. Love these cards. These are oracle cards. All right, so message number 1. If you pick number 1, this is your message this week. Boundaries. Okay. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Well, you know, we all have to work on our boundaries. And if you're an empath, like me, and you have this big heart and you feel everybody's emotions, you sometimes have trouble with getting and keeping healthy boundaries, because we want to say yes. We want to help people. You know, we feel their pain. We want their pain to go away because we don't want to feel it. So a lot of times our boundaries are very smooshy. Yes, that is a real word. So smooshy boundaries can lead to unhealthy relationships, trouble at work, you feeling exhausted, attracting energy vampires that just feed off of you and you don't get anything in return. So healthy boundaries sounds to me like something is going on in your life. Could be a relationship, could be a situation, could be a work thing, but something's going on that is draining your energy. And at the core of it, you know that you are just not holding your healthy boundaries. You're saying yes when you really want to say no. So you gotta work on your boundaries, folks, because when you have healthy boundaries, you're healthier and you can help a whole lot more people. So it is way in your best interest. So the angels want you to work on that this week.
Hey, Pete, do you want to help?
Oh, I wish I could, but I don't want to.
All right, what's message number 2? I have a feeling it's going to be related. All right, I'm picking this card right here, right on the end. Unbound. So releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I don't know that that's necessarily related. So I think that if you picked message number 2, I think what's coming up for you this week is that you're feeling kind of tied to things that you know aren't in your best interest, that just keep repeating. These patterns just keep repeating, and it's not really all that helpful for you. And so what the angels want you to know this week is it's time to release. It's time to release these old patterns. You know, and some of them have been with you since, you know, you were like this big. So it's going to take a little work on your part. Let go of contracts. If there's a relationship that's not working, whether it's a personal relationship, whether it's family relationship, whether it's a work relationship, let it go. All right. Now, there are people in our lives that we can't let go. We can't let go of our family sometimes. So those are people I call, you know, they're not optional people. They're mandatory in our lives. That's not a problem, but you can let go of all of these past contracts and start fresh. Okay? So there's lots of ways to do that. Cutting cords. There's lots of ways to doing that. So, but it's time. It's time to let go of those old contracts because they may not be working for you anymore. And past lives. You know, a lot of us get kind of tied up in a past life cycle. When you observe that that isn't serving you all that well, that you have learned that lesson and you cut those ties and you cut those contracts, you finish up your business with that past life, you can move on and get into something new and fresh and healthier. Okay? So that was message number 2. Message number 3 feels like it's over here somewhere, and I believe it's this one right here. Okay. the age of light. You have been training for this for your whole lifetime. Wow, I'd say that, wow, that's great. So it is time. It is the age of light. So you have come into your own. So, a lot of times when we've come into that time when we're ready to really break free, it's because there's been an unsettled time right before it. Because, to make room for something new, you have to get rid of something old. And maybe these other messages this week are just leading up to this. It's time. It's time for you to shine. Let your light out. There will be people who are not pleased with that. But trust me, this is your soul's purpose. And the more I think about it, I think these are all one big message. Okay? So time to get your healthy boundaries. Time to unbound yourself, because it's your time. So, a lot of us feel a little bit like, oh, it couldn't be me. It is you, okay? You are here to shine your light. And the divine wants you to shine your light, because when you shine your light, you're shining the light of the divine. You're shining light of God. So, folks, it's time for you to shine this week. Congratulations. It's not always easy. And sometimes there'll be relationships and other things that kind of fall away, but it's time to walk your path. You can do it. Folks, have a very, very blessed day. We always appreciate those thumbs up, subscribe, and as always,